First of all, we came in under the esteem the God Jam Master Jay brought the Flatliners into the game. So first of all, we come from hip hop. As many people probably know, or for those who don't know, my name is Jamel Simmons. My uncle is Russell Simmons. My other uncle is Run from Run DMC. But the first person that took interest in the group, the Flatliners, was my Uncle Jam Master, who I call my Uncle Jam Master Jay. So, you know what I'm saying? We came in right after Onyx came in. We came in with Onyx. We was part of something called the Official Nasty Niggas. Us, Onyx, a dude named Joe Sinister, and a group called The Family. So then after that, my Uncle Russell seen that we seen the success that Onyx had, and they seen us as the natural evolution of what was next after Onyx. So then Russell and Def Jam jumped in on it, and then from that's when we became involved with they tried to commercialize us. If they tried to promote us they tried to promote us in such a way that we wasn't trying to promote ourselves. They tried to promote us as the demons of hip hop, when we was never really stating or trying to put emphasis on the fact that we're demons. Basically, we was just trying to expose and express the occult themes in everyday life that people is not even paying attention to. You know what I'm saying? So it just opened people's eyes to different themes of spirituality and different themes of occultism that's going on every day that people have no knowledge of, but yet still are participating in.
Just left in the dark,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, completely, and don't have any knowledge. Do you think that maybe that negative light was cast on you because it was reflecting on what was going on within Def Jam, maybe?
Well, that negative light was cast upon us because all of those entities of commercialism are used by the disagreeable beings in order to promote their agenda. So Def Jam, nonetheless, right? I mean, let's look at the name of it, Def Jam. I mean, come on. Even though you have what's called intonation. Intonation means, first of all, it's a spell. What does a spell mean? How you spell things. How you spell things and how you say things equates to a spell. So when you hear the word deaf, I'm saying, even though they trick you and spell it DEF, what are you actually hearing? You're actually hearing the intonation, which is the important part of death. So what are we talking about? We're talking about Def Jam, or jams that are about death and killing, which is basically, if you listen to the shit that came out of Def Jam, is about killing, you know what I'm saying, and selling drugs and killing and fucking demoralizing women and breaking apart the family structure and all of those different things that we see was brought in with that wave of music, and Def Jam was at the forefront of that. I mean, it's undeniable. I mean, is it called Def Jam or is it not? Is death the word death or is it not?
Right. Yeah, and later on, look who's spearheaded it now. You got Jay-Z. Who, I mean, all you gotta do is just type in Jay-Z Occult on YouTube, and 1,000 videos will pop up. Yeah. I imagine. You know
but again, man, these dudes. What I've come to learn is during my tenure of being involved is that these dudes is nothing more than they're not the ones who call the shots. They don't call any shots. They just play their parts. Just like the president don't call no shot. Any president, whether it be a president of the United States or Jay-Z, the president of Def Jam, or president of a company, a president does not come into a company and change what the company is about. The president is hired so that he can implement what the company is about better. That's it.
Bigger corporate interests, yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Just like the puppet government in the United States. They answer to the big corporations, the billionaires, the elite. Yeah, I feel you. Man. That's real shit.
So that's just trickle down. Just understand that the music is just used to control masses of people. That's all.
We're going to go off in another track, but I just want to ask you this, though. With bringing all this into light, do you still talk to your uncle Russell or Run? I mean, is there any kind of relationship at all between?
There's a relationship. I just seen him not too long ago. But again, I chose a different path in life, so it's kind of like I separated myself from that, for obvious reason. Because if you ain't a part of that movement, then you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be ostracized anyway. And just rather than not even deal with all that, I just chose to separate myself. Still my family. When I see him, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? How's the family doing? But it's as far as I'm free of trying to pursue that life because it's a lie. It's a lie. I'm here to tell you from coming into that world and being a part of it and working in Def Jam and being an artist on Def Jam. They got millions of kids to be these artists and all that. I'm just here to let you know it ain't what you think it is, and you just gonna get caught up in something that you don't want to get caught up in. Every time you see them dudes, they looking sad. They slaves. They don't own anything. Nobody owns nothing in that world. Whether you think they do, they don't. None of them are allowed to own anything. They can own a number in a computer. They don't even own that. A number in a computer, and they can own a little bit of physical cash, but they can't actually go get that. But there's no worth behind any of that stuff. It can be taken from them instantly because it's nothing but a number in a computer, and the cash has nothing behind it. People today, like I said, man, ignorance is the root of all evil, and people are ignorant as to how things work. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand how things work, how the economic system works, how things really work. You know what I'm saying? Well, if you did understand that, you would see that Dr. Dre could own the intellectual property, the name Dre Beats, but he can never own the company that actually makes the earphones, that has the physical things that make the earphone. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? So all the guys who you think own something, they own nothing. They own a number in the bank account that can easily just be taken away from them instantly, and has been in the past, has been for dudes who had 30 million or 100 million. Look at Suge Knight. Suge Knight, Irv,
Bill Cosby.
None of them own nothing. Bill Cosby can't
Sugar Ray
save
Robinson
himself.
guy with just a championship belt and a chair. He didn't even have a bed in his fucking apartment.
Dudes can't own nothing. They're owned. If they did own something, it would be something physical. Anything that's wealth comes from out the ground. Wealth is gold, silver, physical things, food, zinc, copper, iron, you name it. Physical things that come up out the ground. But these dudes are not allowed to own any of that. They just slaves. They got everybody food, and we all look at them and say, oh, they got something. But they don't own nothing. I'm here to tell you that. And for everybody chasing after being behind that, you ain't going to own nothing. The only thing you own is yourself. The only thing you own is your own soul, but you can easily sell that away for nothing. And people do that today. So I just choose. And so for us, particularly for me, I can't speak for Dig and Tempest, you know what I'm saying? But for myself particularly, I'm turned off from that life, and I ain't chasing that life no more because I see what that life is about. So my music is just about me enjoying myself and expressing myself, and in it giving a little bit of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to people is pretty much what I like to do in my music.